Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you some things fancy related to the window manager I use, which is i3 window manager, and I have been sticking with this window manager for the past 7 years exclusively. The temptation sometimes very high, but I somehow managed to bypass it and sticking with this window manager for the 7 years. So in this video I'm going to show you some fancy stuff. Specifically, you see the top bar that is called I3 bar, and I have some script, some borrowed, some written by me, so I thought I'll give you a rundown about it. So you might adapt or like it, those stuff, and induct to your environment if you use i3 window manager. I also made a few videos about it. You can go back to the channel and have a look at those videos related to the i3 window manager environment I'm having. Here in this video specifically, I'm going to look in for some script which will provide the output of the top bar you are seeing, which is the i3 bar. Okay, so to give you some sort of demonstration, let me spawn up a terminal and moving to a designated place. Let us zoom in so people can see. Okay, I believe I have zoomed enough. So I have a keybind to bring up all the i3 bar. I'm mentioning again and again, the i3 bar is the top bar you are seeing. That's the status line, which is a product of some pure ordinary written bash script. Some of them I borrowed from other people, some of them I wrote myself according to my taste, and the result is that. And I have muted so many other stuff because I don't want to clobber the status line, just to make sure it provides the minimal important information showing to me every single time. So I take away a lot of other stuff from it, but the script is still resides there for my for as a backup. If I need someday, I might fall back on those. Okay, so mod 11 F11 will bring this kind of list. This is a directory where generally this is .config i3 is the folder. Underneath that folder, these scripts resides, and I call it i3 scripts directory. Okay, and let me start with something. So here is something. So this is a script which shows the calendar. Okay, and if you see my cursor is hovering on this head, you can see my cursor is hovering. If I click on it, it will come down like this. Okay, it will show me the calendar like this. Okay, so this is one, and then again I have to go here. So this is the battery warning script, which is if you see this status, you see my cursor is hovering. I have two batteries in my system. One is internal and one is external. So it will show me a certain percentage of this particular battery goes down. So it will prompt me an alert. I think there is variant of this particular script which will be this one probably. I think this one. So I have n number of script with a different different capability. So it will show me a pop-up with a warning label that my battery is depleting and I need to put the plug in the socket. Okay, so something rudimentary. I basically look out for the information resides in the proc system or sys folder, which is a virtual thing in Linux, and extract out some status of it and put some icon and all this stuff. So if the battery percentage of both the batteries goes to a certain level, below to a certain level, so it pop up with an red alert and saying your battery is depleted this much and you need to put the power cable into the socket so it can restore it back, the battery charging. Something is very important because while you are involved in some other stuff, you might forget that what is happening. So it's a kind of reminder. All right. So I run my I use CMUs as my main music player. CMUs is a portable C music player which can be run from the command line and which has got the scriptability. So this is a script which basically if I run sim, it will bring up the song playing in the I3 bar, so I can control with the various keys which I have inducted in my i3 config file. But this script is specifically to show the song name on the i3 bar. Okay, so let me give you a demonstration. If I do if I say Leonard Cohen turns me to the end. See, if I select this, you see, look at the bar. There is a pink colored stuff, right, which is showing the stuff. So this is how I get my music information if I playing one on the i3 bar itself. Okay, and there is a variant of it. If I wanted to play some song, the color will change. You saw it is pink, right? If I wanted to play something on a loop, in a loop, so I have keybind, and if I go here and if I play Elvis Presley song, you see the color is different, right? So it gives me some sort of indication that this song is going to play in loop. Okay, so it's a fancy stuff but indicative stuff. So these scripts will help. And so what else I have? You can see my this is my wireless name, what you saw on the right on top. This is how I grab my wireless stuff. Simple parsing through the value. Okay. This script, all this script reside in a GitHub repository named I3WM in my GitHub repository. I'll give you the link in the description section below, so you can have a look at all the script I'm showing you for your reference here. And what else? I'm not going to show you the mail because it contains credentials. And so a lot of scripts I have written for my interest, but if I expose this script, the status bar will become very clumsy. So I've muted a lot of stuff. I use I3block. So I muted a lot of stuff, so the keep only the required stuff, as I said before. So these scripts are all part of I3block, which basically provide the information on the top. It's a fancy one, but indicative one. Okay, so one, I think this is the script which will basically this is the script. It is basically showing the weather information. Okay, so I have call up this script with the location where I am in. So it will show you that you can see the weather report just beside my Wi-Fi name. So this script is providing the weather information of the particular area where I'm reside right now. So this script has been found in the internet many months ago, and I had just modified it and adapted to my requirement. So you can see my so these are the script which basically what I'm trying to show you with a keybind in a vertical manner. So this is the place where all the script resides, and this is where. So this is the GitHub repository, which is named I3WM in my repository. So you can go there and look at the scripts. Everything is been enlisted there. So if you are curious enough to build I3 bar with I3block, so you might take a cue out of this script and use it according to your test. Okay, so I thought it will be interesting to some people to see how fancy the I3. I use I3block. These are part of all I3block. Okay, and mostly written in bash script. So if you fancy those, you might try to manipulate, tweak as per your need, or you could have write something more useful and stick it into that I3 bar. So it will give you some sort of informative information. Having a fancy status bar doesn't make much sense. The bar should provide you enough detail or information about the system, so you don't have to sweat it to find it out. I just trimmed down to something which is absolute requirement to me. Everything you saw, so many scripts are there, and I have said I haven't included those in my I3 bar to show it show all the information, because I don't feel that was necessary. Your case might be different, so I stick to a thing which is absolute requirement for my machine or my operation. So I try to keep it as minimal as possible, and because I move around, so the environment gets changed very frequently. So that's why a few of the stuffs there in the I3 bar. So if my environment is more absolutely static, I might have rip out few other stuff too. but I thought it will be useful for some people who are inclined to use i3 window manager as their window manager, and use I3block as a status bar. So this might come in handy. You can find all this. These scripts are not very highly written by the expert. These are ordinary people like me written it and just posted it. If someone is interested, they might take a cue out of it and tweak as per their requirement, and these are the guideline sort of stuff. Okay, so I hope it will be useful for some people. Thanks for watching.